We want to thank all the media personnel who have joined us today. We appreciate your presence here. It's an important passage of time in our nation, and as the National Christian Council of Sri Lanka, there are certain key aspects that we want to keep before you. Utmost in our mind right now is that as elections go in Sri Lanka, the last few weeks have been very peaceful and without violence. And we ask for all concerned, every party concerned, to continue to give your support so that that would be the case even 1 week from now, that we can affirm that and we could appreciate that. Elections are a way, or a people process, to bring about a better country, taking care of all its people, especially those who are in vulnerable and difficult situations, and with the promise that through the elected parties that life can be enjoyed in full. Lawmaking is an important part of the parliament, so is budget, establishing it and monitoring it and controlling it. And therefore it's a serious exercise, and serious-minded people, able people, rounded people, and people who are aware should come into Parliament, and therefore our prayer and our heart is that should happen during this period. A stable government is essential for a stable nation, but we also note that in the past, where there have been 2/3 majorities and 5/6 majorities, that there have been dysfunctions that have come in, and we would ask everybody to consider that, even as they go to vote tomorrow. We especially welcome the opportunities given to the next generation, the younger people. They are the promise of the nation, and we believe that new blood coming in is going to be a positive experience. We also believe that a larger number of female candidates coming up is a positive development. We notice from other nations that where this has happened, that it has benefited the nations, and we are truly glad about it. At the same time, we feel that there is a need for people who are mature, people who have experience, and people who have had some important contributions in the past should be also included. But in considering all these people, we would like to present the following important facts or concerns. We believe that a new constitution is going to be enacted. And there are a couple of issues that have been in the forefront of the NCCSL in terms of the constitution. There has been a concern voiced in many parts of society as well as us about the executive presidency. And we believe that those who believe in a more democratic format to come about have to be considered. Also, we know that we are a nation which is come through very difficult times, and those who can provide answers to the ethnic conflict and the independence of the judiciary and the rule of law must be considered. We also would like to recommend those who can talk about or can input into reform especially into the Attorney General's Department, the police reforms, and the involvement of military personnel in civilian activities should be considered. Economy, we believe, is the way that God takes care of all the people in the nation. And economic wisdom and economic understanding is of essence. Reconciliation, we know how important it has been. We've talked about it, but nothing very serious has occurred. It's time that we got serious about that. There are marginalized people who have been there for years together, decades together in our nation. And it's time that the parliamentary process and those who are elected to parliament are able to sort it out, as well as protecting the environment, this beautiful nation that God has given us, this beautiful environment that we have been blessed with. In considering candidates, we would like to encourage to think about those who have been considered violent or there are court cases against people who have been espousing religious tension, economic tension, and it's a good time to move on and to bring about a generation of legislators who are more balanced in their approach. We truly believe that this nation has great promise. Leadership matters, and therefore electing leaders matters. And tomorrow, therefore, we would encourage all the citizens who are eligible to vote to get to the voting booth early and to fulfill the franchise that has been given to you. It's a privilege. We have had it, and it's time to make full use of it. And therefore, as the National Christian Council of Sri Lanka, we pray for, again, a peaceful period and a violent period to continue, and that the future would indeed be bright for all of us. God bless you all.